Hey everybody over on Facebook and Instagram. Today I'm going to be making spicy Asian ground turkey, and this is one of the meals that's on my family dinner meal kits this week. So if you ordered this week, definitely check it out. If you did not order, you want to check in and see what you are missing. So if you see me looking back and forth, I'm looking at Facebook and Instagram. I'm going to go ahead and pin the title over on Instagram. And let me introduce myself. I am Chef Ashley Chef. I am a personal chef in the Atlanta area and a mealtime strategist. I help busy families get dinner done faster with quick and easy healthy meals. So, I'm going to go ahead and get started. This is going to be a very quick meal. I'm trying to finish before This Is Us comes on, which probably won't happen. We'll see. And so if you are just tuning in, let me know where you're watching from and what you're having for dinner. So, if you are not familiar with me, the meals that I offer for sorry if I keep playing with my phone on. My phone and Instagram's acting up. Anyway, if you are not familiar with the meals that I offer, you get everything packaged up individually. Everything is sliced, diced, and pre-seasoned, so it's ready to go. And it makes it a lot faster because you don't have to worry about the chopping, dicing, slicing, any of that stuff. So in my pan, I have some sesame oil. You don't have to use sesame oil if you don't have it. But for me, since this is an Asian dish, I decided to use it. When you order the meal kits, the sesame oil will already be added into your sauce. So inside of here, I have some green onion, the white ends of the green onions. I have some yellow onions and then some serrano peppers. And so I like a lot of onions, so this has a lot in it. And I'm just going to heat this up over medium heat. And when you order, you are actually able to, all the instructions come with it. So you don't have to worry about if you're not sure if you're making something correctly. Everything is ready in 5 steps or less. So you also are not having to worry if you're not doing it correct, if you're not doing it right. So, sorry if I just said that. So I will let these caramelize just a little bit. So I have them over medium-high heat. I'm trying to fix my phone over on Instagram. Sorry, people. Y'all are just looking at my shirt and my pan. Might have to move this around. Whoop. I might just switch you over here. And to save time, I went ahead and already browned the turkey. There, we'll do that. I went ahead and already browned the turkey, so I already have it here. All I did was some garlic powder and onion powder on this. And one quick meal prep tip is to actually prep your meats at the beginning of the week. And then that way you don't have to worry about doing it later in the week. So I did about 3 pounds of ground turkey. I used half of it for pasta. And I'll hold that up. So that's what we ate tonight. And then the other half I'm using for this recipe. And so while I am cooking, let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I will be checking them out periodically. So while that's cooking, when you receive your items, this will be packaged up. This is our sauce that we're using. And inside of here we have garlic. There is Sriracha, which is an Asian hot sauce. And then it's actually a Thai hot sauce. This is starting to really sizzle. And then also we have ginger, a little sesame oil in here would be what comes in yours. All the ingredients are listed on the instruction sheet that you will get when you order your meals. And you don't have to worry about mixing your sauce. It's all ready to go. You might want to stir it a little bit when you get it, just because things tend to settle. And so just make sure you stir it or squish it around in the baggie that you get it, and you'll be good to go. If you were doing, if you had not already cooked, sorry. If you had not already cooked your ground turkey ahead of time, then once your onions get a little soft, then you would go ahead and add that in. Then let it cook thoroughly, obviously, and then add your sauce. Since we already cooked it, we saved a little bit of time. I'm going to check the comments and scroll up and see who's there. Hey, Catherine, thanks for tuning in over on Instagram. And then we have, hey, sweet buddy mama, thanks for tuning in. Let me scroll down. Okay, Catherine said she's in Burlington, Vermont, and she's vegan. So, Catherine, you could do the same recipe with meat crumbles, or you could use tempeh is a really good option. If you're going to use tempeh, you want to boil it beforehand so that the pores open up. And then you also would want to marinate it as well, which means just to soak it in your sauce or your seasonings, and it's going to absorb all of the things that you would need for it to absorb. Okay, let me check the comments over on Facebook and see if there are any that I missed. Okay, no, we're good there. All right, so cooking down my peppers is going to kind of take away some of that heat. If your family's not very big into heat, then you can definitely not use as many of the peppers. But there is honey inside of the sauce, so that's going to have that kind of calm down a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and add some of my ground turkey. And like I said, my ground turkey is already cooked. If yours was not cooked, then obviously you would need to cook that at this step. And each of the meals come with 4 servings. So if you have a family of 4, it's perfect. Or if it's just you and your husband, a family of 2. Or if you're a single parent and just have 1 kid, then you can have some leftovers for lunch the next day, which is nice. I'm going to add a little bit of my sauce, and then I'm going to come back and add the rest later, just to kind of break it up a little bit. And really, all of these meals are able to be completed in 30 minutes or less. That was something that I was really focused on whenever I create them, or whenever I'm looking at different recipes, because I know as parents or just busy working people, you really don't have time to be in the kitchen all day. So I picked recipes that are 5 steps or less, and that they can be ready in about 30 minutes or less, so that way you have time to do other things. Also, many of the recipes are able to be placed in the crock pot or the pressure cooker if you have an Instant Pot, like this over here. There are modifications that you can do to have that be an option. Alright, so I'm going to add in the rest of my sauce. All of the ingredients that I use are easy to pronounce. They're whole foods. You're not having to worry about lots of chemicals inside of your food. And you will get an instruction sheet that has the ingredients. It has allergy warnings, everything you need, so that way you can know if you can eat it or not. Of course, beforehand, once you join or once you sign up to be a client, then of course I check your allergies to make sure that there are things, if there are things that you would like for me to avoid, then I will do that for you and your family. Alright, so we're doing good. Mixing all this together. And with this would come a side, it would come with rice, brown or white rice. In my case, I'm going to use brown rice. And then also the veggies are, in my case, are going to be green beans. And so when you get yours, they'll come in a package. You'll get about a pound of whatever the veggie is. This week for my clients, they got asparagus instead because I like to mix it up. And what I'm going to do with this is just add it directly on top of my dish. I'm going to do a close-up real quick and let you see how that looks. Okay, so I'm going to add it right on top of the dish. And what that's going to do is it's going to absorb some of that sauce and some of that seasoning. And then it's also going to steam them. So I'm going to put a lid on this. And then in about max 5 minutes, depending upon how crunchy or how soft you like your veggies to be, this will be ready to go. I could also top this with some sesame seeds as well. Let me get my lid. And once that's done, dinner is done. With my rice, I can make that ahead of time. I usually like to do it at the beginning of the week. I'll just put it in the pressure cooker so that way it's ready to go. And I don't have to worry about when it's time for dinner, oh, I forgot to put the rice on. So that is a meal in about, let me check my time, less than 10 minutes. And so if this is something that you're interested in and you're in the Atlanta area, then you definitely want to click on the link in my bio, or if you're on Facebook, click on the link in this video. And these are Chef Ashley Shep's family meal kits. Things are ready in 30 minutes or less. In this case, 10 minutes. If we had to cook the ground turkey, it'd probably take an additional 8 to 10 minutes, but that's nothing. If you have older children, this is also something you could pass on to them to do, because each of the recipes come with a quick instruction sheet. Things are ready in 5 steps or less, 30 minutes or less. And so it's a great option if you are in the Northeast Atlanta area. We do offer delivery and pickup. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments below. Or if you know a mom or a dad or a busy person who just does not have time to eat, not time to eat. We all have time to eat. A person who does not have time to cook, then definitely tag them in the comments, and then I'll be sure to check any questions that you have and answer them. So thank you again. My name is Chef Ashley Shep. Have a good evening.